what's like the stupidest one? It could be like one of them could be like.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to episode 38 with your host Fortunato
And Luca.
and of course Bobby. Guys, welcome back to another beautiful, amazing episode. This is episode 38. We have 3 episodes left until the season 2 is over and we commence season 3.
I'm freaking out how fast it flew by.
So it's actually, we've completed almost 40 episodes. It's been for the past 4.5 months.
Yeah.
And just jumping into episode 38, guys, we want to tell you that we never thought this was going to happen from episode 1. So we want to give a big thank you to everybody that's been supporting us throughout this whole process, even during COVID. This
podcast I was going to say that.
COVID, so I mean,
during COVID was insane to work because it was like from distance and everything. It was like it wasn't easy because you had to send the video, you had to send the footage, I had to download the footage, I had to upload the footage, I had to merge the footage. It was a lot more work, and for you too, because you had to upload it, you had to like make sure it was on the, so make sure no one saw it, and then there was no real life conversation.
It's a whole process, and I mean, now it's happy to see where we came from at the beginning and where we are now,
and how much people we've helped so far is insane.
Exactly. I mean,
and
like,
some people are just shocked.
No, your messages that you guys give back to us are completely awesome to hear. So I mean,
yes, and there's a certain chef. I'll speak to you after about him. He works at a restaurant that we have to go to. A certain chef that watches the podcast. He was in my high school. The food he makes, I'll show you pictures after. It
awesome.
Looks insane.
You're coming to your restaurant soon.
Yeah.
Yes, chef.
I think the restaurant is
awesome.
Le Premier.
Which one?
Le Premier.
Le Bremner.
Yeah, that's where he works.
Oh, I went there already. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're coming to Bremner soon.
I've never went there.
Right, we're going there this week. All right, guys, let's jump right into it, guys. We want to talk about a little bit of a more fragile, delicate topic today. A topic that I feel like we've all seen in our families, friends, people that we've dealt with. And I mean, I've seen a lot of it through the business that I have, the company that I have with my foundation, is drugs and alcohol and addiction to gambling and stuff like that.
I've seen gambling when I go to a bar.
Yeah.
And like a bar, when I say bar, I mean like
a restaurant or something.
Like a nice restaurant, like a restaurant, but with the machines in the back.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and I see them, and the entire night.
It's sad. It's honestly, and it's a really fragile topic because
it keeps going, and I'm like, oh my god! And then he goes to the cash, takes out money, and then
goes back again,
and he keeps going.
I want to jump into straight. The first topic is, like we just said, gambling, and I feel like gambling. A lot of us sometimes we all know people that suffer from the addiction of gambling, and gambling can really destroy you as a person.
It can affect you mentally and like you said, literally destroy you.
It's sad to say, but it can really, really affect your life and it can affect your well-being. And it's really, really sad to say, but that's what it is. That's what life is in general. I understand sometimes life can take you by an addiction like that. And I've known people that lost their houses to gambling, lost families to gambling, lost their kids, went through divorces for gambling.
An addiction mentally is not, it's not
and
easy.
It is a mental addiction.
Yeah,
it is a mental addiction.
It's something mental. And it doesn't have to be drugs. It doesn't have to be anything. It could be you're addicted to like something, but you overdo it. And when you overdo something, it's never good for you.
There you go.
And it's like, it could be, what's like the stupidest one? It could be like one of them could be like, if you're a car person, it could be modding your car. If you're modding your car, but you don't have the money and you just keep spending it on your card, you keep spending your credit card and you keep modding your card, that's an unhealthy addiction because it's going to lead you so far into debt that you're just going to drop and you won't even have to drive the car. They're going to repo everything. They're going to repress the bank's just going to take everything.
And I think that the saddest part about it is that not only do we see it in the old generation, but I actually see it in friends of mine.
Yeah,
I see it in like our
super
young generation. And like you were saying, sometimes like we go to like a bar, restaurant type of style, a cafe, and there's machines in the back, and you see kids our age, like 20 years old, putting $200-$300 a day in a machine. And like in my head, I'm like, what the hell are you doing? And
I don't even make that much in a day.
But yeah, exactly. But it's easy to say in a way that you're saying, okay, what are you doing? Like, how are you even doing that? But at the same time, we don't know what's going on in their head. You don't know the process of how they're thinking. So I mean, as much as it's easy to say to quit.
Yeah, these machines are made for that.
But it's hard to do.
Yeah, these machines are made to make you addicted, and it's like you keep feeding the machine, and you keep the image moving, and you
and like today the topic is drugs, alcohol, and gambling. But I mean, at the same time, gambling can affect your mental health. But
it's all the same. Exactly. It's all in the same. It's overdoing something too much. Some people, and I'm fine with it. I don't do it myself.
Go ahead.
Cannabis. They think it's so good. They
you.
praise it. And then, like Mike Malak said, he says he takes it and he doesn't like it. And he was an ex-drug addict.
Exactly.
And look at him now. Like today, he does not take. On the podcast, like he said it. I don't know what he said because he does promote a certain kind of cannabis on his
podcast.
Yeah, on the night shift.
There you go.
And then
shout out to night shift.
so he does, but then he says he doesn't consume it.
Exactly.
So it's not for him. It's for other people in the house. But
I think that's the thing, though. I think that there's levels of doing stuff. So I mean, let's say this, okay? Let's say you smoke a joint once in a while, okay? I don't smoke. Luca doesn't smoke. We don't smoke cigarettes. We don't smoke nothing. I understand. Luca smokes a cigar once in a while or whatever it is. I understand. But at the same time, I feel like the biggest problem here, I understand, is that people do stuff, but you should do it in an average level. I understand. Smoking a joint, let's say once in a while.
If you're buying weed to the point where it doesn't even bother you to spend the $500, $600, there's a problem. It's a problem because when I buy cigars, I could be honest. Once before quarantine, I bought $150 worth of cigars. That's 8 cigars.
Exactly.
8 cigars lasted me. What? Now it's gonna be another voice crack. I said this wouldn't happen, but it happened again. 6 months. I think 6 months.
There you go. And
6 months.
I think it's moderation because I see a lot of people, even like our age, going out to clubs.
Drinking's the same thing though. When you go clubbing,
people go clubbing. Understand? Yeah, it's good to have
and
one or two glasses.
You're literally numbing your mind and having fun. But you
people don't get that. No. The young generation doesn't understand that. You go out, okay, you buy a bottle. People polish bottles. You've seen people polish bottles. Yeah, we were all young once in a while. We got drunk.
Yeah.
But there's a certain time, there's a certain age where you say, okay, end it there. Stop it there.
Yeah,
then they have a drink once in a while. Now let me go to every single weekend and have a bottle.
Have you ever seen someone recently when I went to Niagara Falls?
Oh, jeez.
It's not like I was laughing saying Niagara Falls. I'm not laughing at anyone. But like I saw this lady and the way she was walking.
It's scary.
It was like it stayed in my head. Like
it's
her
sad.
eye, like her eyeshadow or what? I
was everywhere.
Sure. So it was leaking, and she was walking, and she looked like a zombie. And
but that's a sad thing, okay?
And then she's old. It's like it hurts so much. It's like what is she going through?
That's the thing, okay? It's one thing that you're able to do something physically, okay? So your body, your first nerve that tells you to do something is your brain. So I mean, when you say, okay, let me have this water bottle. Let me take a sip. You take a sip. You put it down. I want another sip. I'm thirsty again. Your mind is what's telling you to do this. So your mental aspect of your health is telling you to do this substance or be addicted to this substance. Understand? Your mentality is going to your physical point of view of picking that thing up. So I mean, all these people that are alcoholics, druggies, junkies,
even phone
gamblers.
Some people are addicted to their phone.
Yeah, there's a lot of addictions, but I mean, there's certain addictions that affect your mental health, and there's certain addictions that affect your physical health.
Yeah,
like drugs and alcohol, it's physical health. And mental too.
And you can't move. You're either like gone or you're gone because like you're like your whole day is finished once you have a drink, you have 3 drinks, you have 4 drinks, you're finished. It's finished. The day's finished for you.
It's sad
because you have a whole day gone because you can't drive, you could go for a walk, but I don't think it's very respectful for you to be out on the streets like that.
People don't get that, okay? With my foundation, sometimes we give food to homeless all over the world. All over the country,
soon
all over the city.
All over the world.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. 2021.
Yeah.
But honestly, guys, like sometimes we give food to people and they're so affected by these drugs and alcohol and depressions with gambling and stuff like that.
That they're not even grateful.
No, literally their mind is in a total different place. And not only that, but even like seeing sometimes like my work colleagues, understand? Like they're coming to work or something like that and they smoke the joint before coming to work. I don't care what you say.
It's not okay.
You're not the same person.
No.
I don't care what you say. For anybody that smokes cannabis every single day, if you're good with it and you can react good with it, good for you. Congratulations.
But I see people like they do it before work. Some people do it before driving. Oh my God, it bothers me so much. Like where's...
I mean, at the end of the day, it's literally up to you to be able to tell yourself, okay, I can have 1 glass, I'll drink a glass. But don't go back and have 6, 7 glasses or something because you're just affecting yourself and the people around you. And that's an important thing.
Addiction could be so low key that you don't even realize. Some people it's wine.
Exactly.
And you could like wine.
But
I like wine to a certain extent. But
if you get drunk every single weekend.
Yeah. If you're drinking a bottle of wine and you finish 2.
Exactly.
3. And then you're like, oh shit, okay, 2, 3, another day, 2, 3. And then you're like,
what the heck
is this really healthy for your
insides?
What is it called? What's the filter part?
Kidney. Your liver.
Yeah, liver. That's it.
There you go. I feel like at the end of the day, one more thing I want to talk into this before this podcast ends is that not only that, but when you have an addiction, you're not only affecting yourself, but the people
everyone around you.
Like your family, your kids, your wife, your husband, whatever it is.
It's going to be hard to stop, but it's also going to be hard to go through it. So why don't
you're coming home at night drunk. You're coming home at night high. You're coming home at night that you lost all your money. You're coming home at night that you're depressed. Whatever it is, your family is feeling the side effects of what you're feeling. It's not only you. So not only are you hurting yourself, but you're hurting your family around you. And I think that's the biggest thing that has an addict, whoever you are, if you're addicted to anything, don't only think about yourself. Because don't be selfish. Be able to care about your kids. Your
it's
wife,
not always bigger. Kevin Hines said it. It's not always bigger. It's not always easy to go ask for help.
Exactly.
Write a note. Write a letter. Write it down. Do something that will make the words come out of your mind onto a paper. Whatever it is, someone can read this and someone could be like, shit. Exactly. He needs help. We need to help him now. Call the police. Do this. Something.
And that's a sad thing, though. The saddest thing is that people sometimes they understand too late.
Yeah, like cannabis. Like, yeah, it's cool. It's fun. Oh my god, I'm so like.
Oh yeah, I have friends that smoked a joint 4 years ago, once a week, and now they're smoking every single 3 hours.
Yeah, it's
so,
not.
There's moderation.
It's not okay. It really it bothers me because if you know someone. And it's like, it's different. It's like, it's completely different person. They're not the same person. Some people, you saw them, they were so like working hard. They were all about working hard. And then they got into this thing that relaxes them. Relaxing is something like happiness that you have to work and you have to know how to do it. Fortunato has, even him just learned almost, you could say this year, how to be like, I'm going to take a day off. I'm going to take 2 days off. Luca,
you could be a work addict. You could be a party animal that you want to party every single weekend.
Addiction to anything. Exactly. Some are harder to get over, but
remember the key word is moderation.
Yeah, moderation for everything.
I think that's the best way to end is that just be able to moderate yourself, because if you're going to keep doing the same things and not moderating yourself, you're going to get out of control.
Yeah, and do things that you have to do things that you do not like.
Exactly.
Like to keep your mind busy on other places, no matter what it is. Like if it's running,
find a substitute. If you smoke weed because you're bored, find a sport to do. If you drink, understand, you go out every single weekend because you have nothing to do, find something else to do. Take a class, do something.
Bring your kids to soccer practice. Do something. Anything.
But I mean, don't look at. That's the problem with a lot of people, is that they look at addiction because they're bored. So that's why they get addicted to it.
They're bored or they're sad. But if you're sad, if everyone would just smoke weed because they're sad, that's not a way to do it.
No, we'd be a very, very monotone society. And I hate.
And the world is fragile as it is right now with COVID and everything going on. It's so fragile. It's so like that we don't need more people with mental health problems. People need to be healthy, and if there's a time to be healthy, it's right now, because there's a wave too.
Our society's at
whatever's
risk.
Going, everyone's like, it's not easy. People are losing.
We said this a lot in COVID with the quarantine and everything. This is the time for yourself. Understand, to think about where you are in life, to think about what you want to do, and to stop the habits where they brought you down. Understand? And like we always say, is to moderate yourself and to moderate your habits.
Some people are gonna say weed. Oh shit! Jesus! My God! It keeps happening. I need a throat surgery or something.
Don't worry about it.
But like, some people say like weed is fun, alcohol is fun. You know what scares me about those two? And I'm gonna say it very bluntly because it's true. You take those, do you come back the same? Like, I'm not saying I don't drink alcohol. I don't smoke weed. I don't like it. But do you come back the same?
Look,
the next day you wake up, you lose another day. Because why? Because you're like readjusting.
Honestly, like, if I don't want anybody to get offended, I understand. But if you got offended, okay, you got offended. But at the end of the day, guys, we don't. If you smoke weed every single day and that's what you want to do.
If you're under control,
it's good for you if you want to do.
Yeah. And have those people on your side, best friends, whoever it is, to tell you, like, you used to do it in moderation, now you're losing control. Please stop.
Like we say last time, okay? This is what I want to tell you just to conclude this episode, is to tell you that, okay, you have something you're doing every single day. Understand? If you're smoking weed, if you're a viewer that smokes weed every single day, if you're smoking weed or you're drinking while doing this podcast, you're gambling while listening to this podcast, just understand that if you're not affecting anybody around you, understand, and you're not affecting yourself, and you feel like you're in control, congratulations, keep doing what you're doing. But if you feel or know that someone's getting affected by your addiction or by your substance that you're taking,
take action.
Take action, like you said, and substitute that and try to stop it, because it can get out of control.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
And
Thank you once again.
Yeah.
Thank you once again for tuning into another beautiful, awesome podcast. We
And
hope you liked it.
thank you for listening on Spotify,
there you go.
Apple Podcasts.
A lot of people listen to it without looking at the video footage. But for anyone on the car ride home, we love you, and we hope you get home. We hope you get home to work safe.
Yes.
All right, guys. Thank you once again for tuning in. My name is Fortunato,
and my name is Luca. And have an amazing day.
Bye,
Ciao, guys.
Ciao.